Hello everybody, SSA here, aka Supasuna Arashi, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 4 of the BBL Season 2 as we take on Garchomp the God, aka Austin, coach of the Lawrence Talonflames. Now if this video is a bit later than usual, my apologies. Mondays are usually very busy, so if the video is sometimes later on the Monday, then it's because I had some stuff to do on the Monday, so I had to record this a little bit later, so it's going to be up a little bit later, if that makes any sense. But at least it will still be on the day it should be uploaded, and that is on the Monday. So in the BBL, we are now currently 1 win and 2 defeats in this league, and we're facing off against somebody that I have beaten in the PMC, if I'm not mistaken. I think I faced Austin in week 1 of the PMC. But you know, the PMC is a very different league than this one, because looking at his team, whoo boy, he has a Reshiram, a Licky Licky, a Jolteon, an Ash Greninja, a Mega Diancie, and the Excadrill. I'm bringing my Mega Sableye, my Lugia, my Tapu Lele, my Metagross, Superior, and the GOAT of this season for the Groningen Noctowls, Torkoal. Now looking at his team is so dangerous, especially with the Excadrill and the Ash Greninja and of course Reshiram. While my team is very, very defensive again, and I can already spoil you guys, in week 5 we will have a completely different team because we are going to trade off some of our mons, you know, including Tapu Lele, because if I just look at my team in general, my team is very defensive, and me myself, I'm a very much more of an offensive coach. So I was like, you know what, I need to do some trades to get some offensive in the team, but I will probably address that in a different video or at the start of week 5 next week. But there will be trades coming in this season for the Groningen Noctowls. But yeah, in this match, you know, looking at his team, Excadrill could potentially be dangerous if it's choice scarfed, and you know, Reshiram is scary in general, because, you know, it's a fucking Reshiram, you know. It's a Newbers League, so... And of course, Ash Greninja and Mega Diancie. This is a very, very dangerous team. I started out with my Mega Sableye because it's the safest thing to start out with. The replay for this week is, again, done by AutoMatthic, who also did the replay from last week. His link will also be in the description below. So, we're having a regular replay right now and not a Citra replay, mostly done by Aaron in like the PMC. He's starting out right away with the Reshiram, and I was like, oh boy, this, I don't know what I expect from this thing. I'm just going to Mega Evolve, and I'm just going to see what this thing is going to do by clicking Protect. And that was not the smart move, because he's actually going to put up the substitute. So right away from the beginning, you know, we're off at a very bad start. He's going to use Dragon Pulse on my Mega Sableye, and that is going to do a chunk of damage to my Mega Sableye. I'm just going for the knockoff. I did the calcs during the match. I think there was a chance it could break the sub. It did, so you know, the sub is gone, and now I really need to switch out. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to switch out into his Mega Diancie, while I am actually going to switch out into my Tapu Lele. So here I was like, alright, shall I do it? I'm running a Psychium C set this week with my Tapu Lele. I was like, you know what? If he decides to stay in, it could potentially kill off the Diancie. I'm just going to click it. He brings in the Lick Licky. I was like, oh my god, this thing is gonna live it. This thing is gonna live it, the C power. So right away from the start, my C move was already wasted. Now you will see, it's going to do a chunk of damage against the Lick Licky. It's not like it's going to do like 50%, it's actually going to do like 75%. And then with the leftovers, 80, you know, it's like 70%. I was like, okay, Psyshock could kill off, we could take care of this thing, and the Lick Licky is gone. But, you know, if we compare the traits, me using up my C move at this point and him losing his Lick Licky, I think he's rather happy with me using my C move right away than him having his Lick Licky still alive. Now, here is where I kind of made a mistake. I go into my Superior because I don't want my Tapu Lele to get hurt. He's going to Iron Head, and that's going to do exactly like 50%, maybe 55%. I was like, okay, if this thing is Choice Scarf, it will outspeed my Superior and Superior will go down. If Superior goes down, that's kind of bad for me. But in the match itself, I was like, I really need to see if this thing is Choice Scarf, because then I can, you know, work around with it. So I decided to stay in on my Superior and just click Leaf Storm on, I think I clicked Leaf Storm. I didn't think I clicked Hidden Power of Fire. But either way, he outspeeds me, Superior's gone, and I now know 100% that it's Choice Scarfed. Hindsight, I should not have let my Superior down. I should have I should have doubled immediately into the Metagross. I don't know. Sometimes I have my matches not, you know, straight up. I'm not thinking straight during the match itself. I'm going to Earthquake. He's going to switch out in his Reshiram. His Reshiram is Shocker Berry. Now his Reshiram is, you know, as used up his Shocker Berry and is below 50%. I'm like, okay, I can now easily switch out back into my Tapu Lele and potentially kill off this thing. So at least a threat of his side of the field is gone. Now he, of course, is going to use a Fusion Flare, and that is going to do amazing damage against the Tapu Lele. And I will get a Moonblast off, and then, you know, the Reshiram is gone. Again, I think the trade-off with my Tapu Lele now being at half of my health and him losing Reshiram is much better for him than for me. So he's playing it very smart, where I'm just like, you know, I'm trying to be offensive with this team here, but I really can't be offensive with this team. And that is basically my downfall. Now here, I sacked off my Mega Sableye, and looking back at it, you know, I should not have done that, but I really didn't want, you know, I really did not want my Metagross to be damaged any further or losing my Metagross, because my Metagross could potentially, you know, still bring it back for me. So I let Mega Sableye down because I don't think I could have used Mega Sableye that much. I could have potentially maybe Will-O-Wisp the Excadrill, but, you know, the chances of that happening would be extremely low. Now he's actually going to Moonblast my Metagross here. That's not going to do much because we are Assault Vested. I can now Earthquake, and you know that Earthquake from the Metagross will take care of the Mega Diancie. So in this match, I was not playing that badly, but I made some small mistakes that could have easily been avoided if I just, you know, take a, you know, straight head and just thought more about the choices that I made. Now the Dark Pulse will not kill, mostly because of the Assault Vest, and I think that could also be a Min roll or a Max roll, but I think the Assault Vest really helped here. I love Assault Vest Metagross. I've said it many times before. Assault Vest Metagross is such an amazing mon. But we're going to Bullet Punch here to at least do some chip damage, because otherwise he will outspeed us either way, and at least would like this this Greninja to be at a lower health. Metagross will now go down, and his what is his name? Battle Bond. His Battle Bond will now activate, but in the match itself, I wasn't that very worried on the Battle Bond. So I was like, Ash Greninja, it's all fine. I cannot go easily into my Lugia. Now I'm running an Aero Blast Lugia set. Should have brought something else, but I really thought Aero Blast could potentially help me out here looking at the rest of his team. And that Aero Blast isn't going to do a lot against the Jolteon. It will do something thanks to the critical hit, which we will get here, because Aero Blast has a high critical hit ratio. But, you know, it's not going to do that much. And he's now going to, of course, Volt Switch so that my multi-skill is gone. And I think I did Broad Roost. I'm not sure, but either way, Lugia now don't has the multi-skull again. I can now click Psychic, do as much damage. It's not going to do much because it's a fucking Extra Drill. Because he switched out from Jolteon into the Extra Drill here. He's now going to Toxic me, and luckily for us, he misses the Toxic on my Lugia, and we whirlwinded it out back into the Jolteon. Would rather have the Ash Greninja here at this point, so we could just click Aeroblast again. But it is what it is. Sometimes you're lucky with the Whirlwind, sometimes you're not. The Thunderbolt will do amazing damage, of course. We're just going to Aeroblast again on the off chance he wants to switch out. I think, yeah, Aeroblast will do... this was another crit, by the way. Aeroblast would have done more against the Extra Drill than the Psychic at this point. The Jolteon is now crippled so that we can eventually revenge kill it. He's going to Thunderbolt again, and that will take care of our Lugia. And at this point, you know, it's going to be very hard for us to actually win this match. I could have won this match because my GOAT is here, Torkoal, and if I run a Shell Smash set, I could have potentially brought this back. Now he's going to Thunderbolt. That will not do that much. Okay, well, it will do a decent amount of damage, but it will not kill us. So we can actually Lava Plume. I did Lava Plume here because, of course, in the off chance he wants to switch out into the Extra Drill, it will kill off the Extra Drill. And I did have Earth Power this week, but Lava Plume was much more of a safer bet. Now, of course, here comes the Extra Drill again. If I Shell Smash, if I brought Shell Smash and clicked Shell Smash instead of Lava Plume, we would have outspeed. Would we outspeed the full Jolteon? I don't think we would outspeed Jolteon. Now that I come to think about it, I don't think we will. So I don't think Shell Smash would have mattered that much. It could have potentially maybe helped us out if I brought Shell Smash. It would maybe, you know, give me an easier switch in with Torkoal during the half of this match, but I don't think it would have mattered that much, come to think about it. Either way, we're going to lose this match with 2-0 against Austin, coach of the Lawrence Talonflames. And again, we did not play that badly. I think I've played very... I would say I played fairly okay in the beginning and in the middle of this match. But, you know, losing Superior and losing... you know, sacking off my Mega Sableye, you know, looking back at it, that was probably not my best play in this match. You know, his team is still very powerful, and just looking at it, you know, after this match especially, I was like, I need to do some trades. I need to, you know, get some other mons in my team. And, you know, the negative side of that is we are going to get some... we're going to get a very different team, and that means that we just have to, you know, begin totally again with the whole team building and stuff, which kind of sucks. But, you know, just looking at the team in general, it just doesn't fit my playstyle. And again, this league is much more for me to learn some new stuff and to, you know, learn some new Pokemon. So, you know, after this match, I thought to myself, you know what, let's do some trades. And I talked to Aaron because I knew Aaron really wanted Tapu Lele. So, you know, after, you know, talking with Aaron, I traded in some of my mons for a complete new set of mons. So my whole team is totally new. And again, I will address that later on in a different video or at the start of week 5 next week, which mons that we brought and which mons that we dropped. Tapu Lele will be gone, I can already assure you that, because looking at this team, you know, Mega Sableye and Lugia are doing very well, you know, as a couple in this team, but Tapu Lele isn't just working out. Tapu Lele just doesn't fit my team in overall, and I think I could do a lot better with some other mons, but that is all for a different video. I want to thank Austin, of course, for the battle. I mean, he deserved the win 100%. I'm very proud that I still got to bring it back to 2-0, because it could have easily been a 4-0, even maybe a 5-0 loss. But you know, that is how it is sometimes. Again, my apologies for it being this late. You know, I'm recording this like in the evening, so hopefully I can put this video up on time, but I'm gonna try my hardest. My throat is also a little bit sore, so that's why I'm not talking that loudly as usual. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. All of the coaches of this BBL will be in the description below, so be sure to check them out. And of course, AutoMatthic link will also be in the description, the guy that provided me the replay. Austin's link will be in the description, as well as his side of the match. And yeah, if you did enjoy this, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that is sincerely appreciated. I will see you guys upcoming Sunday for week 8 of the PMC, and then next week in week 5 of the BBL, we will take on GB Westside, coach of the Arkansas Razor Winds. So with a complete new team. So hopefully that will all work out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.